this age group, target for the entertainment industry is 19 to 34 now. So that's the demographics right now, and you're targeting those age group. Believe it or not, you're in that age group category, and it's just gone a wider span now because of what you're doing. And so what you just said here, repeat that again one more time. You're above 40, and here you are in a swimsuit competition for bodybuilding. Is that right? Go ahead.
Yes, Mark, I am. I will be 50 years old next year. Um, I was never blessed with having children. I wanted children desperately. I compete in Masters Division. So that typically is 35 and older, or 43 and older, or 45 and older. It just depends on the specific venue that I compete at. Everyone is different. Right. So with that being said, there's a lot of women my age that are now competing. It's kind of like a lot of people are doing it, and I'm not going to do this forever. Oh, and here's what's really great. When I competed on 4th of July, just this year, 2 months, let's see, we're at almost October, September, just a couple months ago, my number on my bathing suit was 316. Now, to me, that meant a great deal because it reminded me of John 3:16, right, which simply states, and everybody knows this, for God so loved the world and gave his only begotten Son, whosoever shall believe in him will not perish but have everlasting life. And it just meant a lot to me that my number was 316. So, anyways, I just thought I'd share that with you, Mark.
That's nice. No, that's great. I'm glad you did. Like I said, when I take a call, when people call in, if we do not offend them, number one. Number two, we try not to go on topic very much, try not to do that, but also at the same time too, trying to get your story out there that needs to be told, and give you as much time as you can to have your story being told without being degraded to any of our guests at all whatsoever. I mean, this is why we have had celebrities, we have had people from the entertainment industry. We appreciate them. They're like family. Every time we get a call from anybody, especially from, doesn't matter who it is, who they are, what they represent, is what we talked about on the issue. This is what we do, and do not offend anybody. So go ahead and tell us more. Go ahead and do that.
Well, now the cat's got my tongue. I don't know what else. I don't know what else to say other than I'm looking forward to a future of a somewhat more rest and reprieve. As I stated earlier, I'm in my low season now, which means I can eat more carbs. When I'm in high season, I go on low carbohydrate diet. And it's very difficult because it affects your mind and your brain and the chemistry in your body, and you get really cranky, to say the least. I'm not the most pleasant person to be around before a show. I'm highly emotional, and that is a direct result of the lean diet. But, Mark, I want to do great things for my nation. A lot of people know me on Facebook just as some bikini fitness chick, and that's not me at all. I'm a very conservative woman who has a heart's desire to serve her nation, which is the United States, and I don't care how bad it looks in the natural. I'm going to fight, and I don't know what's ultimately going to happen down the pipe, but I want to be part of history and help and do what I can and make our forefathers proud.
Yeah.
They paved the way for us, and it is our absolute due diligence to not let them down. The Bible talks about there's a cloud of witnesses watching over us, and to me, I just feel compelled to fight for our nation and to do what I believe is right. To keep our Constitution and to keep our borders secure, and right now it just doesn't look good at the way things are going, and I'm very concerned about war coming to our state. Our nation, hitting our actual, land.
Right.
Our soil, and then, that is my biggest concern, and I don't know, I pray it doesn't happen, but, it might be inevitable. It's hard to trace penetrating our nation. As
They
you
are.
said earlier, and then there was an incident this morning, or I think it was this morning, of some person trying to behead their coworker, or they did. I don't know all the facts, but you probably know it. What happened, Mark?
Well, what happened was this happened in Oklahoma. Okay, this is not they did not beheaded. All they did was this. We don't know exactly, but we just know that ISIS was in a again in a industrial building. We don't know we don't know what kind of manufacturer it was. We don't know anything about it. We don't know if it was steel, was it armor. We don't know. We don't know if it was a kind of warehouse. We don't know exactly what they are making. We don't know that for a fact. We don't know, but we do know that it happened in Oklahoma. We know that. We do know that it was an ISIS ISIS cartel member that was part of the Muslim Brotherhood, and this happened in Oklahoma. And we don't know. They captured the guy. We do know that, but we don't know what the outcome was. We don't know how many people were hurt, were injured. We don't know what the count of people who lost their life. We don't know about that. They're not telling us anything. We tried calling the governor of office. They're all out. They're not available. All we got was answer machines today. That's all we got. That was it. We did talk to the Secretary of Oklahoma, by the way, at the governor's office, and they couldn't even get nobody from the press corps. I couldn't even get an answer at all whatsoever. I was on the phone this morning for 3.5 hours. I couldn't get anybody at all. That's how bad it is. So they're trying to keep this away from the public, and the press is spinning it out of control. This is what we do to actually report the facts and get the information out there. We work our darndest to make sure that what we're doing is reporting exactly what needs to be reported, not anything else. We're not going by speculation. We don't go by, oh, we think this or possibly this. No, we don't do that here. We're giving you the facts. It was exactly what we have witnessed and what we're seeing and what we have reported. That's all we do here on this network. Nothing else. No speculation. Absolutely no speculation. We don't do it. Period.